But let's move to Friday's pay-per-view. We'll finish out the show with these two matches because they are massive. A few weeks ago, we saw Marisol McKee take on Video Drew for a shot at this pay-per-view. She ended up winning, and her and Jeannine the Machine will be facing off on the undercard match on this Friday's pay-per-view in Schmoedown versus for a chance to play Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith at Schmoedown Collision this June for a chance at a number one contender shot of a singles title. Woo! This is a big one. This is the first time, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, this is the first time these two ladies have ever faced each other in teams or singles. Singles. They faced just recently in teams, Blackjack and Deception, so they did face each other in teams. This is the first time they will be facing off each other in singles. Molly, I'm going right back to you. Who do you got?
These are all hard decisions to make. I'm rooting for both of them, but I have to say, after seeing Marisol play
on Friday,
and maybe I just haven't seen Jeannine play as many times as I've seen Marisol recently, but the way Marisol is playing, she's on fire.
Yeah,
like she looks nearly unbeatable. Like, I don't know.
She cruised. Her and Adam both cruised through James Stewart, and then she cruised through those movie release date questions that were for steals.
Yeah, and it feels like anything that we may have thought was a weakness for her turns out nope. So it feels kind of like we're back to square one of not really knowing her strengths and weaknesses, because she must be studying up on just everything so well that, yeah, she's been killing it. So I gotta go with Marisol on this one.
Brian?
Had we not had the teams tournament, I would have picked Jeannine. After seeing the teams tournament, I don't know anyone that can beat Marisol right now.
I kind of agree with you. And even the former champ himself is championing her and be like, this is your next belt holder.
If Adam and her were to play against each other right now, as much as it would pain me to pick, I'd pick Marisol. Like, she's terrifying right now. Like, where there is no weakness in her armor right now that I could see, and I think most people can see. I think Jeannine is going to put up a very good fight. I honestly think Jeannine probably is going to have the match of her career this Friday. But I think that you put anyone in front of Marisol right now, she's going to beat them. Anyone. Like goats, coyotes, anything. I feel like she's going to beat them. And it's terrifying.
Whether or not she wins the belt this year, which she's on that path, she is high probability of winning Player of the Year because of the way that she's playing. If she continues like this, there is a big chance where that she can be Player of the Year by the end of the year. And it's only May. She still has a long way to go. Imagine her in a tournament right now.
She is Player of the Week this week.
That is very true.
Deserves it.
So, on the way. Player of the Year.
She's the scariest player in singles right now.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And I'm with you. I'm picking Marisol as well. I think that she's looking unstoppable, and it's nothing against Jeannine. Like Brian said, I think she's going to play great. I said earlier this year that I think this is going to be Jeannine's year as far as just the way that she plays, whether win or losses. That she's going to play her best year as a movie trivia player. But unfortunately, she's running into someone who looks unbeatable. Like, looks unbeatable. And when she does win, and then when she faces Kevin Smith, I think that she ends up beating Kevin Smith by a lot and then facing the champion with the belt. Like, she is on a path right now that could make her have the belt within 2 months. And that is scary.
I can't wait for Kevin Smith to be like, I never thought someone could make me think that I know nothing about movies until today.
Yeah.
So true. So absolutely true. All right, let's get to the big one here, the finale of this week here, and it is a matchup of the ages. A third time we are getting to see Mara Knopic and Mike Kalinowski face off for the belt. For the belt. Each match they've played each other has been for the belt. And third time here as we get to the finale of Friday night's pay-per-view. Ryan, who you got?
You know how much I love Kalinowski. Kalinowski has been one of my favorites since the beginning of me watching Schmoedown. Mara's not losing that belt.
Yeah, baby.
She is going to just the way she plays is insane. It's just I don't.
I love everyone. Okay, real quick. When we do predictions here, they're saying that, like, people say, "Oh, I'm picking Marisol." The second it's Mike involved, wipe the floor with him. Mike going down. Everyone just like, take him down.
Oh man. I mean, Mike's been on this revenge tour and he's been doing great.
Yeah.
But I have to agree.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to agree. Mara is not letting that belt leave Arkansas. Period.
Yeah, that Arkansas dungeon.
Yeah.
A lot of people are picking Mara. People are picking Mara. This is tough, man, because, but like Molly said, Mike's been playing, and we've only seen him in one match, but he looked like Mike of old. He looked like Mike of old, right? He looked formidable. He looked like he just knew things that came right off of his, right off the tongue there. I think he's going to give Mara an absolute test, more so than Chandru did. But I think Mara's knowledge with the new categories might be a little stronger than Mike's knowledge with the new categories. Because Mike, for the last couple of years, has been heavily playing teams. He's been playing singles. Mara is a strictly IG player. And she's been watching all these movies her entire life. The Indiana Joneses, the Star Treks, the Batman Mask of the Phantasms, the Ninja Turtles. She's been watching all those. And, like we've mentioned multiple times, her and Dan are also in the same household. And that can be scary. It's nothing against Mike. I think Mike puts up a huge test, but I do think that Mara's going to win. And I agree that it might end up being an overtime. We could easily see an overtime match that goes and be one of the better matches that we've seen, not just this year, but forever. Because this is truly a matchup of the ages. A third time for the belt. Like, my God. Come on. It's just...
If only we could have gotten this match with the first Damon DeMolanta match. Could you imagine those two matches for a pay-per-view
on the same card? Oh my God.
And if that would have been like a live event on top of that, dang it.
God, the amount of live events that would have just been insane this year. Breaks your heart. Almost there. Get vaccinated.
Yeah.
So we can party in these cities.
Well, I mean, since we talked about it, I will say, everyone watching, we are planning a show where we're going to talk about places that the Schmoedown could go, possibilities not just in the U.S. but outside of the U.S. as well. That'll be coming in a few weeks, since the possibility of going to live events is actually out there now. Christian is putting up polls, so why not talk about it and save them? Don't reveal them
and
yet.
Grace.
Them. Excuse me, Grace, not Christian, but Grace. Yes, you are correct.